What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Core Thoughts. I am Jared Taylor, your host. And, at the outset of this video, I just want to say that we're giving this webcam slash screen recorder technology one last chance. I don't know if the webcam video is going to be laggy like it had been in a couple of previous videos, but this is the last chance, I swear. So I apologize in advance if it's laggy. I think we're just we're going to go with it at this point. But to get back to what we're getting into today, this video is going to be focused on what is known as the Census Business Builder. And it is a completely free application and service that is provided by the US Census, and it's based off of the 2020 census data. And obviously, that information may have kind of fluctuated over the last couple of years, but I still think that the lessons that it can teach us and the information that it can provide is very invaluable when it comes to building a business or refining an existing business. So we'll go ahead and take you to the Census Business Builder. This was a very lucky find of mine. I kind of stumbled into this when I was doing a little bit of market research for another client approximately about a year ago. And we're very glad that we kind of stumbled upon it, because if you're a fan of the channel and if you've been here before and watched any of our other videos, and maybe you've watched the Ibis World video that we have, we love Ibis World, and I think it does a phenomenal job of explaining your industry from the perspective of the entire country. It gives you the entire industry average, and all the information is based on those U.S. industry averages. And I think what's nice about the Census Business Builder is that it breaks it down into a more localized demographic region and area. So it takes a lot of that same information that Ibis World is presenting to us, but it localizes it to your specific market. And as we kind of dive into this, I think you'll get a very good understanding of what I mean. So let's go ahead and we'll just complete this. We'll pretend that for this example, that we are a flooring company, and we are located in Livonia, New York, which is where we're located, Livingston County. Shout out, Western New York. And then we'll go ahead and click on this Go to Map. We'll get to the Create Report section here in a minute, but we'll start with the map. And I think, again, this is so powerful because it's free and it's based on actual census data. So, I think that if you're a business owner or you're considering opening a business, you have to consider this information, and you have to really, take it to heart when you're setting your financial expectations for your business and when you're deciding on what products and services you can offer, because you'll want to know what your demographic is able to financially afford. This will help you kind of understand the level of consumer that you're dealing with. Are you dealing with extremely affluent people who will pay, the premium dollar, but they're going to expect that premium service or good? Are they more budget conscious? They're let's say, for example, this median household income, if that was significantly lower than 75, then you have to understand that your consumers are going to be they're going to be more price conscious and more price sensitive. So, I think if this number was over 100,000, then you'd have sort of the opposite, where you'd be dealing with a much more affluent, much more, picky type of consumer, if you will. They're going to demand quality, and you have to be able to give that to them if you're going to build a viable business that is able to deliver value to your customers. So, you can see straight away that this little summary section, the average household size, the median income, home ownership, and the education level, and why they chose those four items to highlight on this page. I'm not too sure. I think that ultimately it does give you a pretty good indication of the overall area that you're dealing with. So from the perspective of a flooring business in this area, I think that seeing this number as 83% being homeowners, I think is very important to a flooring company, because if that was significantly lower, then I think that would give you an understanding that a lot of the people that live there perhaps just rent apartments, and they're not going to invest that money into new floors in their, into their apartment. Only a homeowner is going to do that. So from the perspective of a flooring company, the higher this home ownership number is, I would imagine that is significantly correlated to your viability in offering your services. So straight away, I think that you get a pretty good sense of, what it would take to run a successful flooring company. And that's just from the overall summary section. So now if you go down here and you click this create report, this is going to give you a much more itemized discussion report about the demographics of the area, who lives there, what are their ages, how much money are they making, what do they spend on various things throughout the year. And this report, once we get to the very end of it, is where I think you're going to be very excited into the potential and possibility of using this Census Business Builder application as you analyze your own business and work on your own business plan. So we'll get to that. Just scrolling down to the second page here. And real quickly, you can download this. So you can download it in PDF or an Excel format, and whichever is your preferred method, they will do that. They'll allow you to do that, and it's all free. So this is interesting here. It will tell you, who is it. It'll break down the demographic characteristics of the area. So this will tell you exactly who's living there, by percentage. It'll show you the average age. It'll show you nationality, etc. So this is very good. Depending on what business you're in, this might be more important to you. If you're in a certain business where this isn't as important to you, then it's good to have, it's good to know, and it's only one part of the report. So I encourage you to take a look at this and really assess it from the perspective of your business and decide what these numbers really mean to you. And if you ever need any help in doing that, we're here to help. We'd love to help. So be sure to contact us. So let's go ahead and we'll keep scrolling through here. The socioeconomic characteristics of the area. This is where median household income is going to be displayed. Education level, average household size. So the general summary that we already looked at, this is where it's drawing that data from. It will also tell you, look at what it breaks down. People who carpool to work. It's like, how would you ever sort of get that information? Depending on what business you're in, that could be extremely valuable to you. If you're going to start a carpool service, for example, then you realize that 8.5% of the 6,159 people that live there carpool. So, when you crunch the numbers, you'll be able to decide whether that idea will work for you or not. And that's obviously just one example that we just pulled right off of here very quickly. Percent of people speaking Spanish at home. If you're going to run a tutor, for example, you can see that there's not that many people speaking Spanish around here. So maybe it wouldn't make sense for you to, start that sort of tutor business. Obviously every case is going to be different. Every business is going to be different. How you use this information is going to be different. So I think that as we kind of progress through here, it'll speak to you in terms of how this report will help you. So I think let's just keep scrolling through. All of this stuff is so valuable to you depending on what business you're in. If you're a realtor, this section right here is going to be extremely valuable to you. If you rent apartments, if you're a landlord, this is also going to be very valuable to you. If you're providing home building services or any kind of construction services, these are the kinds of things that you're going to want to look into to see what's your potential customer base, for the services that you're looking to offer or that you do offer. And I think that as we scroll past these, sometimes these don't populate. I think maybe for more populated areas, such as, like if you were to do actual Rochester, New York, or Buffalo, or, Syracuse, something like that, I think that these would populate. But for the smaller towns, they don't necessarily populate all the time. But that's okay. We're going to scroll right past them, and bringing us down to what I think is kind of the gold. This is the golden nugget in the whole report. This will tell you exactly what you'd like to know about your potential customers in your area. If you have a diner and you specialize in breakfast, this number here, you'd absolutely want to know that this is how much money people spend per person or per household in that area. And that will help you set realistic financial expectations for your business. To not have this information is just sort of kind of guessing and checking, and seeing where you end up at the end of each year. But to be able to take this data and modify it to your actual business needs, and to modify it and shape it to your actual business plan, will help you create a more refined plan of attack in terms of how you're going to operate and manage your business. What are the prices you're going to charge? What are the services and goods ultimately that you're going to be able to afford to produce? And how much revenue is that going to generate for your business? So this information, how it breaks out here, is, I think, far and away the most important element to this whole Census Business Builder application. And we absolutely recommend that you take your own look into this. Whatever business you are, complete the application from that perspective, and you will absolutely learn more about your business than you do right now. I promise, unless you've already done this. But this information is just so invaluable to running a successful business that, over time, can grow and remain profitable and be sustainable and long lasting, and deliver value to the business owner and to its customers and to its employees. There's that saying, work smarter, not harder. And when you leverage tools like this, it is our belief that you are absolutely working smarter and not harder. So we hope that you found this valuable, and we'll be sure to include a link in the description as to how to find this. If you have any questions about, maybe you struggle to kind of get back to the point that we're showing you right now, and you want some help, maybe you've taken a look at all of this and you'd like to discuss some ideas that you have for your business in order to kind of get yourself more in line with these expectations, by all means, please reach out to us. Again, I'm very sorry if this video is laggy. I really hope that it's not, fingers crossed. But if it is, it'll be the last time that you have to deal with that. We're going to figure something out. So thank you for watching. This is the Core Thoughts vlog. This is the Core Business Analytics YouTube channel. I am Jared Taylor, founder and CEO of the company, and we look forward to learning about your business, to working with you, hearing from you, and we genuinely hope that throughout the course of watching the videos on our channel that that our saying, knowledge is core to freedom, rings true for you. And so please subscribe, like, comment, share. You know what to do. And we will see you again very soon. Thanks for watching.